In a political spectacle that could only happen in 2024, former President Donald Trump shocked his supporters and critics alike with a publicity stunt involving, of all things, a garbage truck. Footage from the event quickly made its way across social media, showing Trump riding in the truck with a sign that read, "Time to take out the trash in DC." But while the stunt was meant to fire up his base, it stirred a far different reaction online. Some called it bold, others were appalled. The question on everyone's mind: did Trump's latest move finally cross the line? While Trump's stunt continued to make headlines, Vice President Kamala Harris' team made an announcement that had her own supporters buzzing. In a surprising twist, she revealed a new campaign initiative that left many wondering if it was a brilliant strategy, or a risky gamble. What exactly was this move, and why did it have everyone talking? With both Trump and Harris taking big swings, it seemed the stakes of this election just got even higher. As reactions to Trump's garbage truck stunt poured in, the public remained divided. For some, the imagery was powerful, a statement against corruption and waste in Washington. They saw Trump's gesture as a fitting metaphor for draining the swamp. But others were less impressed, calling it tacky and tasteless. The stunt, they argued, wasn't just about theatrics, it was part of a strategy to sidestep real issues. As the video of the garbage truck made its rounds, commentators began asking, was this all spectacle, or did Trump have a deeper message? And, more importantly, would it resonate with undecided voters? Meanwhile, Kamala Harris' announcement added a new layer to the conversation. Harris' campaign team revealed that she would be launching a series of kitchen table discussions, small, intimate gatherings aimed at addressing issues directly impacting everyday Americans. While the approach was different from Trump's bombastic style, it quickly sparked debates. Was Harris' initiative a sign of a shift toward a more personal, grassroots approach? Or was it just another attempt to appeal to voters by focusing on optics? Supporters were intrigued, but some questioned if Harris' new strategy would make a real impact. As analysts debated the two approaches, people began drawing comparisons between Trump and Harris' latest moves. On one hand, Trump's garbage truck stunt played perfectly to his image as an anti-establishment figure. His supporters saw him as someone willing to challenge the status quo with humor and defiance. But the stunt was risky. Would it turn away more moderate voters who saw it as out of touch? Harris' campaign move, on the other hand, was more understated but no less intriguing. The promise of kitchen table discussions sounded like a step toward genuine connection with voters, something many felt had been lacking. However, critics argued that it might seem overly scripted, raising the question, could Harris deliver on the promise of personal connection, or would voters see it as a gimmick? With both politicians attempting to win over the public in such drastically different ways, the stage was set for a tense showdown. As the days passed, Trump's garbage truck stunt began to lose some of its shock value. A few political commentators even called it a distraction tactic, suggesting that it had little substance. Yet, Trump's team insisted it was all part of a larger message: the need for strong, symbolic action to reclaim American values. Would Trump's supporters continue to rally behind his antics, or would the stunt backfire? At the same time, Harris' kitchen table events were underway, with a mix of feedback emerging from attendees. Many appreciated the effort to bring politics down to a relatable level, but some wondered if it was enough. Could these gatherings truly address the depth of issues facing the country? As Harris toured communities with this new approach, her supporters began asking if this was the game changer they'd been waiting for, or if it would end up as just another campaign tactic. In the end, both Trump and Harris' bold moves sent a clear message about their strategies for 2024. Trump's garbage truck stunt may have energized his base, reminding them why they supported him in the first place. But as the campaign unfolded, it remained unclear if his flashy tactics would win over undecided voters, or if they'd simply be seen as more political theater. For Harris, the kitchen table discussions signaled a shift, a chance to engage directly with voters on a personal level. But whether this approach would translate to broader support was an open question. Both Trump and Harris had taken risks, and each had a message to share. As the election drew closer, one thing became certain: with stunts and strategies like these, the race was shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable yet. Only time would tell if these moves would resonate, or if they would leave voters wanting something more.